Fighters, today on Contractor Fight TV, I'm going to share with you seven things that really annoy me about home improvement contractors. Seven. I can't believe there's 7 things. Let's go. All right, my friends, it's that time of year again why I kind of lose my crap, because I'm getting all these messages and emails and DMs and this and that. Tom, my business this, 2021 didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, and I was like slamming my junk in the door all over here, and I don't have any money, and my wife doesn't like me, and my dog even pissed on me. All right, whatever. My friends, most of your problems as a home improvement contractor are self-imposed. They are friendly fire. I cannot express to you how easy it is to succeed as a home improvement contractor, but you won't get out of your own damn way. So I'm going to outline 7 things to you here. I'm going to elaborate on them a little bit, and if the shoe fits, which, by the way, took me forever to figure out what that meant when my old high school football coach used to say, he'd be like, well, the shoe fits, and we'd all look at each other like, what the hell is he talking about? Anyway, all right, so listen, if the shoe fits, apply these things, fix them, deal with them, address them, okay? And if they don't, then move on. First thing, number 1 thing that ticks me off, pisses me off about home improvement contractors is y'all think your situation is different. We talk about raising prices, we talk about pre-qualifying customers with our sale process, and we talk about all the things we talk about here in the Contractor Fight, and it's amazing to me how many messages I get. Well, Tom, you don't understand my situation. We got like these unlicensed guys, we got illegals, we've got cheap customers and this and that, and you can't do that. Our population isn't high enough for us to charge those prices. Guys, the excuses are plentiful. I mean, seriously, if you all got paid in excuses for letting yourself off the hook, for not leveling up your skills as a business owner, because you're all thinking your situation is different, all right, you'd have a lot of money sitting in the damn bank account right now. Your situation is no different than mine or anybody else's. We all have the same stuff that we have to deal with. Success in anything you do comes down to the fundamentals, the blocking, the tackling of that game, of that sport, of that business. But so many contractors, this is really concerning, so many contractors will just, with all the passion in the world, go to battle trying to defend their excuses instead of just letting their guard down and go, maybe there's a different way to learn some stuff. Maybe I can learn and apply some things. See, that's the problem. A lot of you guys are dismissing the things you're learning on this channel, all right, saying it'll never work in my area and all that other garbage, instead of going, you know what, I'm going to try to apply something. Because what's funny is I've had people text me and write me before and they say, I did this thing you said to do because I wanted to prove you wrong and I actually made a lot more money. All right, so why don't you try to prove me wrong and apply some of the things that we're saying here instead of defending your position of misery, of how bad and different your situation is. Number 2 thing that pisses me off about home improvement contractors, you guys are all chicken when it comes to talking about money. Okay, listen, the customer has to pay you. They know they have to pay you. Yet, we avoid money. It's like the last thing we talk about. We don't put pricing on our websites. We don't have open and honest conversations on the phone when somebody calls before we schlep our ass out there in our big truck with the mirrors, all right, that extends 16 feet out from the truck and all this other garbage. All right, you won't talk about money. You hide behind money. You think, I don't want to talk about money on the site or in the home or whatever because they might say no to me. You avoid the money conversation with your clients, you avoid the money conversation with your employees and your team, and that one thing right there is limiting you because you're putting a cap on what you can truly earn because you're chicken of money. You've got all this head trash that you're dragging around with you because of whatever baggage you have from your past life. Okay? I had that stuff too. Shit, go read my book, Winning the Contractor Fight. I talk a lot about my money baggage, all right, and how I was terrified of money, didn't believe I could make money and all those things, all right, until I decided to go toe-to-toe with it and make that a strength of mine. That's why we address money here. That's why I tell you to charge more money. And you can't, by the way, for those of you that are watching this right now and you're going, there was a dude in one of our Facebook groups recently. He's like, you guys are just ripping people off. They're always talking about charging more money. Listen, charging more money in the absence of value to the person paying for it, that's a problem. But you deserve to make more money. You deserve to take your family on a couple vacations a year. You deserve to have a retirement and a savings account and not have to take out a frickin' payday loan to pay for your kids' braces at 85% interest or whatever the hell they're going to charge you there. It's about time you get serious about making money and dealing with your limiting beliefs and your negative self-talk about money. Quit being a wuss and talk about money. Third thing pisses me off. This is going to be a quick one. Stop working without a damn contract. Every dang week, somebody's showing up online in our inbox going, hey, I'm in this situation. I did a $300,000 addition on a handshake, and now you wonder why they're not paying your ass. Okay, well, you're stupid. That's why. You did a stupid thing. You did a project without a contract. Guys, I don't care if it's $35 ticket price. I don't care what the dollar amount is. You get a damn signature, you get an agreement so you have a paper trail. The other part of the contract is we work so hard to get leads, to sell jobs, to produce jobs. If you don't have a good contract, that's like going out and playing a game without any defense. You work so hard to put points on the board. If you don't have a defense, that's a problem. That's what having a crappy contract is about, or no contract. Worse yet, you're too damn cheap to hire a construction attorney, all right, to draft one for you, and you're rolling the dice with your family's future. You're creating more problems than you need to have in your life and in your business because of your unwillingness to treat your company like a real business and be a damn professional. Use a contract. Quattro, you're a shitty communicator. You use voice text and then you don't proofread it. You don't put a comma where you need one, a capital letter where you need one. You got typos all over the dang place in your normal communications with your customers. You look like a moron. You look like an uneducated doofus, okay, when you don't know how to use proper grammar and spelling. That's the first communication problem. The next is you hide behind text. You don't want to have direct conversations with your customers about the project, about expectations, about money. All right? You don't want to have direct communications with your team about things, and they're left reading your mind all the time because you will not commit to being a communicator. You sell a job, 3, 6, 10 weeks goes by, customer doesn't hear from you, you text the night before, go, hey, we'll be there at 7 a.m., and you're wondering why they're pissed at you. All right? Or you didn't have a clear scope of work as part of the communication of what's going to go on, and now everyone's confused because of all the chaos on the job site. Invest in yourself as a communicator. If you want to win this game and stand out above 95% of all the other contractors that are out there, learn to communicate. Number 5. Now, I talked earlier about you're not asking for money. But number 5 here is about you won't talk about money on the spot with your customers. See, you think this whole pricing thing is a big mystery. And because you haven't dealt with your head trash around money, your limiting beliefs and the things we addressed earlier, you don't bring it up. And now it's a big mystery, and you waste gobs and gobs and gobs of time and effort putting together bids and proposals and stuff, only to send it and get ghosted because you're too chicken shit to have a conversation about what things cost. And then you'll say things, well, Tom, I don't want to tell them what it costs because it might change. Because there's so many different factors, and I got to get pricing for this. Guys, there is a way around this for you to talk broad ranges of money within a scope of work and go, hey, it could be here, it could be here. It's what we teach in our Shin Fu sales training, is how to communicate and talk about budget openly and honestly. But so many of you are afraid, and you're afraid, if I go all the way back to the root of why you're afraid, okay, just past your limiting beliefs of the fact that you're not putting in the work, knowing the numbers of your business, job costing, understanding what things cost so that you can have an open and honest conversation with confidence. Those are the root causes that you're not talking about money on the spot because you haven't put the work in to trust yourself. All right, number 6. Sixth thing. I don't know what the order is, but this one should be near the top, even though I got it near the bottom, because this one pisses me off damn near every day of the year. All right, and this is that you are not always marketing your business. You think that you're busy, you can take your foot off the marketing gas pedal. I'm booked out for 9 months, Tom. I can't take on any more work. Well, guess what? While you're busy doing the projects that you're doing, all right, time is passing, and then one day you wake up and you don't have any more work, or you're not charging anymore for your work. You don't understand why you don't have repeat business. You don't understand why you can't attract more employees to your company. It's because you're not building your brand. It's that simple. If you are not committed to building your brand every day of the week, you are not a serious business owner. You are doing this as a hobby. All right, so it's time to shit or get off the pot with this marketing stuff. And there's plenty of ways to market your business without having to write big checks to marketing agencies. All right, you got this thing right here, which is a supercomputer movie studio in your pocket. Okay, you can create things on the job site. You can educate people. You can write articles and blogs. You can knock doors, build relationships, call past customers, support a local event in your community. There's so many different ways where you could show the world who you are, but you're too busy stuck on the job site with the bags on or a paintbrush in your hand instead of being a true business owner. It's time to wake up. How many more years are you going to play this game of not being serious about your marketing? I mean, this is probably the most maddening thing to me. Your business does not exist without leads from qualified buyers who are willing to spend money for the service and the experience that you're going to bring them. So for you to think that you're going to build this business that you're going to be able to scale or retire from one day and not be serious about marketing, you are sadly mistaken. Wake the hell up and market your business. Number 7, you are not committed to really learning how to lead. This one is huge because every issue that you have in your business, every issue I have in my business is a leadership issue. It's always my fault. Your guys didn't fill the shit out that they needed to fill out and they screwed up the scope of work or whatever it might be. It's not your guy's fault. It's your fault because you're not a better leader. If you're not selling work at the rates that are going to be profitable for you, it's not that you have cheap customers. It's that you suck as a leader and you haven't invested in yourself or in your team to learn how to sell or produce or market or whatever it might be. Every issue you have in your business is your issue as a leader. And this is maddening to me because so many contractors, guys, you just won't acknowledge the fact that you need to invest in yourself as a leader. And when I say invest, it's listening to the right things. It's reading the right books. It's not just spending money on coaches and programs. Okay, that's great. You want to move faster, do that shit. But there's so many things you could do to invest in yourself. But no, you're too busy watching stupid shit till 2 a.m. on Netflix. You're, listening to crap in your ear all day and all the gossip and all this other garbage instead of investing in your brain and in yourself as a leader. Far too many people aren't even having weekly meetings with their team. You're not tracking your leads. You're not tracking your sales. You don't have a training program. You don't have a recruiting plan for your people. Yet you're bitching about, I can't find people, I can't keep people, I can't make money and all this. It is a leadership issue. Okay? Leadership simply is this. It's influence. If you really want to have the influence over your team that I know that you want to have so that you can grow your business and scale your business, you have to be committed and invest in yourself and do a little bit of work every single day on you as a leader. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us here today. These 7 things that just piss me off that I hate about home improvement contractors. But guys, like I said before, this is fixable. This is friendly fire. This is self-imposed stuff. It doesn't matter how you were born. You could have been born this tall or this tall. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter what you look like, what gender you are. I don't care. You can control every single one of these things when you commit to it and you bag the excuses and say, come hell or high water, I'm planting my flag on this thing and I'm going to be the leader that I need to be and I'm going to take care of these other things because this is my choice. My success is my choice. I'm nobody else's victim here. All right? You are not a victim. Your success, your failure is 100% your choice. So I'm going to leave you with a question here. The current habits that you have in each one of these 7 things right now, okay? When you stop and take an honest assessment of these 7 areas right now and the habits that you've developed, that you're allowing in your life, good or bad, are you happy with those habits or not? Because what you're doing now with your habits is what you're going to get more of later on. If you're blowing this stuff off, you're going to get more of it later. If you're working on it and your trajectory is changing, then you're going to be a good place later on. Take a self-assessment. Don't bullshit yourself. And really change the game for you, your family, your employees, and your company. You guys rock. I got to roll.